How are
It's
you?
working. How are you?
I'm very good, actually. I cannot believe it's been what, 4 years since we've done this? four
Yes.
years. How did we
Yes.
prepare for this? I have water. What do you have?
I might have a little vodka.
Oh, just a little. I think
Just a
so
little.
too.
Just a
Just to
little.
take the edge off, just a little bit.
Just a
The
little.
good, the good thing about not being able to do this last week, and thank you so much for your support and your kindness and your understanding, is we have more notes. I have I mean, notes upon notes upon notes, sticky notes, and oh, everything. But
There's a lot
um,
to this subject, Helen.
Lisa,
There's so many different aspects to this subject. So, yeah.
a lot of triggers, a lot of
Yeah.
triggers. But
Yeah.
before we do get started, I know you want to read something, and I think that's really
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
But before we do, the first
Hmm.
thing I just want to lay out some ground rules to everybody. We're not outing anybody. We're not bad mouthing anybody. We're just creating a dialogue. And what
Yeah.
we're doing is we're getting people to talk and people to think. And if we can get you to consider something um, in a different way to look at things, because people, it's either black or white. And I have to tell you, after
Yeah.
researching a lot of this, there's not a lot of black or white.
No.
There's
It's
a lot of
gray.
gray. There's a lot of
Yeah.
gray in between. So, Lisa, I'm going to hand it over to you when you read that very important station
All righty.
statement. Hmm?
Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. All right. So, we're about to delve into a topic tonight that's often shrouded in silence, discomfort, and pain. It's raw, it's real, and it's something that many couples face in the privacy of their own relationships. We're talking about cheating. This is not an easy topic to tackle, but it's an important one. We believe that by shining a light on difficult subjects like this one, we can contribute to understanding, healing, and hopefully prevention. We are here tonight not as judges, but as a compassionate listener, willing to engage in conversation that requires a lot of heart, compassion, humility from all of us. We want to navigate this sensitive topic with the utmost respect for those who have experienced it and for those who are seeking ways to heal. Our goal is to provide a platform for open discussion and to share insights that might help couples navigate these rough waters. Whether you're going through this right now or dealing with the aftermath, we hope that this conversation might offer comfort, guidance, and even just the reassurance that you are not alone. Remember, it's through these challenging discussions that we are often finding growth, understanding, and a way forward. So let's delve in to this topic together with open minds and understanding hearts.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm done because I couldn't have said that better myself. I have to tell you, that was beautiful,
Yeah.
Lisa. It
I
really was.
had to write it out though.
Oh, of course. I
I
mean,
did have to write it
really,
out. Yeah.
it
It's a
was
tough
beautiful.
subject. Yeah.
Well, I have a question. Did you know that there are 7 kinds of affairs? Did you know that? 7.
No.
Hmm.
No.
I'm
Tell
going to
me.
tell you. I am going to tell you.
Okay.
There's the physical affair, which is
Mhm.
the,
Yeah.
messing around affair. There's
Mhm.
the emotional affair, which is non physical. There is the romantic affair, which I call fantasy land because I think a romantic affair is kind of like, let's go to a hotel for the weekend and go to dinner and go to a show. And, you're not worrying about anybody's picking up anybody's socks or, telling your significant other you've
Yeah.
gained a little weight or anything like that. So I consider that fantasy land. There's,
Uh,
oh God, there's the one night stand.
yeah.
There's the casual affair, which I guess that means it just lasts a few months and then it kind of peters out. There's the cyber affair where you're sending somebody some sexy selfies or saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Or somebody
Mhm.
sends you, something like snart, something like that, which is not cool.
Right.
Or maybe a you know what pic, which is what. And then there's the revenge affair.
Mm.
So men tend to go for the physical affair. That's what they lean to because I have, since I had the extra week, I did a little bit of, research. So I just have to find it in my now messy notes, which were very neat last week, but are not neat now. But um, men, okay, it's somewhere here. Uh,
So men
okay.
revenge affair, is it because they've been cheated on?
Um, a
They're angry.
revenge affair, yeah, it's like, well, you messed around, now I'm going to go do it too, which I think is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. But
Yeah.
um, revenge in any kind of situation, I never really get that. My younger self might have um, gotten revenge in other situations, but not in that kind of situation. But I never really understood that. It's like, well, you really hurt somebody, so now I'm going to really hurt you. But I have to say, triggers are triggers. So
Yeah.
I, it's just, um,
Because they're caught up in the emotion of it. So they didn't take a step back and really,
yeah.
in any situation, you got to take the emotion out, almost
Well,
like a business deal,
let me
but
ask you
it's
this.
not easy.
Well, what do you do when something like this happens? Were there red flags that you didn't pay attention to, but then when it finally happens, you go, "Oh my gosh, really?" But how many
Yeah.
how many people ignore red flags? Oh, honey, I'm working late tonight. Oh, like, did anybody ignore red flags? You know, and
I don't
and that's
think, I
hard.
think because they don't want to believe it's happening.
Well, yeah, a lot of people that have situations that, that's the other person or the other couple, not me. I'm sorry, you were saying, Lisa?
If 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 there's issue in the relationship to begin with,
Mm.
they're not going to ignore the red flags. If they don't think there's issues in the relationship prior to that and they think, everything's normal, they might overlook those red flags.
Well, sometimes, I've heard of women that have found out that their husbands have had affairs and they don't want to leave. And they don't want to leave. Why? Time invested,
Mhm.
family,
Kids. Yeah.
kitty, security, money,
Mhm.
that's hard too, that people
Yeah.
don't want to leave. And the thing
Yeah.
is when that happens, is does the if the spouse doesn't want to work it out, that's when everything falls apart.
Sometimes they actually stay in the same home and they just
Yeah.
live separately but together
Mhm.
because, especially today's age, think about that. It's
Yeah.
not like it used to be. So if the man's the cheater and he's the money spouse, the woman might feel, well, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? It's just
Mhm.
easier and cheaper for me to stay here. If they don't want to work it out, because sometimes you can work it out too. You
Well,
know, can you
let me
forgive?
let me ask you this. Do you think the cheating spouse 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 I haven't had the vodka. The spouse should fess up or keep it a secret.
Fess up.
Now, you see, I think that's interesting because I think they should keep it a secret. Only if it was a one night stand or something like that.
No. Hurt me with the truth or devastate me with lies. Something that through the
Mm.
years I've learned as a
Hmm.
human being, as a woman,
Yeah.
a- and now that I'm 50, it
Hmm.
seriously, hurt me with the truth or devastate me with lies. I'd rather know.
You know,
I think they should say it, just take the Band-Aid off and just say it.
but okay, so it happened one time, okay? One time. And now
Yeah.
you're going to risk a marriage or a relationship to just end for one time. I don't think I would tell. I don't. This
What
hasn't
if
happened to me, by the way, but I'm just saying, I don't know if I don't know that I'd say anything.
what if the wife finds out another way and not from the husband? It's I'm telling you.
Hmm.
I
Well,
think it's, yeah.
yeah. Well, that's kind of a rough deal too. But it's kind of like if you're keeping that secret, you have to live with that lie and you have to live with that guilt. So they're in hell. But
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, so they're gonna keep it a secret. That's gonna eat away at them,
mhm.
if they feel and care. It's gonna eat away at them and it's gonna destroy the relationship on a different level, not just cheating.
Where do you think these affairs happen? Where do you think it happens most of the time?
Work, the
Now you got me.
office.
You're right. That's
right?
exactly right. Yes,
I was taking a
exactly
guess
right.
there.
Were you really? No, you're absolutely right. It's
I mean,
work.
think about it. Brad and
39%.
Angelina and Brad, they were working.
There you have it. I'm sorry. I'm going to admit to the dumbing down of Helen. Do you watch Vanderpump Rules?
No.
Oh, oh, Lisa. Oh, we have to talk about that. Anyway,
What's that
Vanderpump
on?
Rules. It's on Bravo. It's
Okay.
just about this very wealthy restaurateur, Lisa Vanderpump, and the lives of the people that work there. And it turns out that one of them had an affair with the best friend. The best friend. And it blew up. It was all over the news. It was on all over. I mean, the
Yeah.
news that it was all over, and it brought up a big thing about cheating and everything like that. But let's see. Most affairs, as you said, most affairs start at work, not at bars or clubs. And I was kind of surprised at that because when you're going, hey, how you doing? Hey, how are you? Hey, la 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 la. You know, you would think
No,
that,
it's
yeah.
the assistant most times. I'm gonna take a guess at that. It's the
That we
assistant.
we didn't I didn't get that far with that, but I'm willing to go with that for
I
you.
think I'm
I
right.
think you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, where was I? Okay. I'm losing my look. I'm just going to show you real quick. Okay. Now here was my notes to begin with. Then there's those notes.
Oh, is that the notes from 4 years ago too?
Oh, I only wish. No, I couldn't find that. For those of you who
Uh,
don't know, Lisa and I did this 4 years ago,
yeah.
and we had a great time at it, and
Yeah.
we really had fun. My gosh, talk about
Mary, Mary and Joanne, that was fun times.
yes, that was fun times.
Yeah.
But now, um, how many people will admit that when this happens, you said this before in your article, an open line of communication,
Yeah.
a really open line of communication where you could say to your significant other, "Hey, you know what? You really hurt my feelings, and I feel like we need to talk about this." But if they sweep it under the rug, then you have a problem. But how many couples do you think? I don't have a percentage on this, but how many couples do you think have a really honest 100% line of open communication? How
Oh,
many?
man.
I don't think a lot because
Wait,
I'll
do you
ask.
have this percentage? Do you
No, I
have
don't.
this? Oh,
No. This is just a chat. This is just chatting with this. I don't think.
I don't think it's enough.
I would say at least 50% don't,
Yeah.
where they kind of sweep it under the rug. Is everything okay? I'm fine. Have you ever seen that meme on Facebook that when a woman says I'm fine, it's
Yeah.
kind of okay,
Donna.
fine,
0,
okay.
Donna. Aw, hi, Donna.
Hi Nina, hi Anna, hi Eileen, and hi
Hi.
Donna. Thank
Aw,
you for all for
hi,
coming in.
everybody.
Thank you. But what do you
And
do?
comment, guys, comment.
Yes,
Questions
please.
that
Yeah,
are
please
being
share.
asked, comment on it.
Absolutely. Now,
Donna, if you have thoughts, say it. Nina, say it. We're ready.
once a cheater, always a cheater. I
Mm.
don't I don't believe that at all.
No, I don't believe it either.
Hmm. But why do people stay with that? I think they stay with that comment too. It's like a defense mechanism. Well, now I hate your guts because you're always going to be a cheater, something like that.
Yeah,
But I do believe people can change, and I also believe that they change if they want to change.
right.
And if they don't want to change, or if they have already emotionally left the marriage or the relationship, they're done.
And
They're
that
done.
was prior to the cheating. Okay,
Yes.
because that brings up something that we talked about earlier, the
Hmm.
state of the relationship prior to the cheating. Okay, a
Hmm.
strong relationship with good communication and mutual respect may be more likely to withstand such a breach of trust. So,
Hmm.
if somebody cheats and they regret it after, if both parties are willing to work that out, they would have to go, some counseling for that. But
How,
that's just
how
my
do you
thought.
how do you reestablish trust though? Because what do you do? I mean, what do you do when the rug is pulled out from under you like that? Where do you go? What do you do? Um, what do you do? Seriously, it's okay. Seek counseling,
Yeah.
but how long does that take?
Be
You
honest
know?
about it.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, whoever cheats, whether it be the woman or the man,
Mhm.
the opposite person, the person that got cheated on, is going
Mhm.
to want to know details because it's natural. And
Yeah.
that's the rough part. Like
Mhm.
how did that person get there?
Mhm.
Were they better?
Yeah.
Were they
Well,
better? I mean, there's questions gonna come up that are hard questions to answer, and if the person's not gonna be truthful in answering them, then really, I don't know. I don't know if you can really get past that, if
I
that
think
makes
would
sense.
probably no, it does make sense. I think it would probably take a really long time to establish trust again, but maybe people have gone outside of their relationship because there was a lack of communication, a lack of intimacy. What else? A lack of spending time together, too
Yeah,
much criticism. And, after a while, that kind of comes up to here, up to here, up to here, up to here.
yeah,
And then people blow and then they seek, solace elsewhere.
yeah,
And I think if people want to work it out, but I think the injured party, I know couples who throw stuff up at each other all the time. That stuff that's in the past, and it's like, what does that do? That just erodes at somebody's love, somebody's self-esteem, somebody that. Why do you want to be around a person that is just being so cruel, even though the other person has been hurt? That person has been hurt. Where do you go? Counseling, spending time together, intimacy. It's hard to build that back up. Can you
yeah.
forgive and forget? Or, and this is a really good question, um, uh, Nina has a question. Can couples be proactive in maintaining passion, attention, communication to avoid this possibility? I think so. Nina, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But they have to want to. If they don't want to do it, if one person's already out the door emotionally, it's just a waste of time. And I think, go ahead, Lisa.
They have to be honest about that because if they're not gonna say that and be honest about that, then what's the point? You're just gonna prolong, you're gonna waste another 20 years of your life with somebody that is not on the same page as you, you
Well,
know?
look at this. Could this be when people have found out their significant other is cheating? Is it a wake up call? And is it a wake up call in two ways? A wake up call to say, okay, we need to work on this. We've been in this together for a long time, and we love each other, even though one of them really screwed up. Let's see where we can go from here. Or is it a wake up call to let go? At that point,
Mm,
when you find out about a relationship that's been damaged, not severed, because that's cutting it off. What's a good word? A relationship that's been,
altered.
thank you, thank you, altered, altered. You're at a crossroads. And
Yeah,
I think the divorce rate is still very high in the states. It's still 50-50. And
yeah,
as you get older, it gets a little worse because I think people say, listen, my life is, I'm looking at the shorter term of my life. Do I want to live this way anymore?
yeah.
You know,
I think
so
I'm gonna go a little bit deeper with that.
please.
So the topic is cheating, but if you're
Hmm.
not fully happy within yourselves before you even enter the relationship,
Wow,
that's where the problem starts. This is just my thoughts.
that's great.
Everybody, this is just my opinion. So you have to be fully one with yourself on every single level of life. Your happiness is your responsibility. Your partner's happiness is their responsibility. And then you come together and complement the happiness between the two of you. And then you grow from there. So I also feel that on a different level, if one is not happy with themselves, it's really not what the other person lacked or what the other person did. You got to go and figure yourself out first before you can even fix a whole nother person to come to you and meet you halfway.
I think that's great, and I agree with you 100%. But when a person is lacking in self-esteem, they might need, and not in a good way, need somebody else to make them happy.
They can't do that. It will never work. They will never be happy, and they will always look for other people to fill that void in some way, shape, or form, thinking that's what they need, when ultimately what they need is to fix themselves, and they need therapy. They need to be one with themselves. They need to be alone and really truly feel w- what can help them within out.
Well,
That
what
doesn't
about
make sense. I in my mind that made sense just now, but you know what I
no, I
mean.
got it. I got it. But what about opposites attracting? I mean, when opposites attract, it could be lust, it could be this, it could be that, but then after a while, it doesn't work. And then somebody might go off in la la land and go do their own thing, right? Opposite. I don't. I have a thing. We
Yeah.
should do a show about opposites attracting because I really don't believe that can work in the long run. But that's a whole nother show.
Well, it
Talking.
depends. Well, opposites like what? Their political views,
No.
their
Uh,
lifestyles. What do you
almost
mean?
everything. Almost everything. You're married, you have kids, you have a blended family,
Hmm.
with these kids and your kids. I'm single, I have no kids. And when I've gone to online app dating, that's a whole nother, we'll do one about that too. Lisa can just sit back
We
and
should
relax.
do that next. Although we have what is next?
Next, next
It's
is
tattoos.
tattoos. Yes, we're going to
Tattoos.
talk about
Okay.
tattoos.
All right.
But okay, I forgot what I was saying. Come back to me, Lisa,
Sorry.
please. That's all right.
All right.
Okay,
Oh,
your happiness, Denise, totally agree. Your happiness is your responsibility. Yes. And Lisa Sorson just said, great point, Lisa. Let's see. Hi, Susan. Good evening, Helen and
yeah.
Lisa. Hi, Susan. How you
Hello,
doing?
everybody. I'm so excited
And
everybody's here.
yes, thank you so much for showing up. But really, you should have heard us before the show because guess what Helen did? I shut myself off, and Lisa had a heart attack. Yes. Okay. Anna says opposites attract. I do believe opposites attract, but Anna, take it. Give me some more because I believe, Anna. Um, I believe in the long run that I question whether that can work or not. Um, I know it worked for you, Anna. I know.
Ah,
Um, um, okay. Uh, yes, I know. Yes, I know. Anna's a very one of my closest friends, and uh, Anna lost her husband last year to COVID. So I
I'm
love
so
you, Anna.
sorry. Anna,
Thank
I'm
you.
so sorry to hear this.
Thank you for sharing that. I love you. Hi, TJ. Different music, different religions. Absolutely, Anna. He was a wonderful man. Um, okay, I got to take a deep breath for that one. Anyway, okay. Why do couples stay together after infidelity? Developing hope that their love will enable them and overcome, feeling that they can make some changes for the good of the relationship, feeling optimistic that their partner can change, and how to save, here we are, how to save a marriage after cheating. Seeking couples therapy.
Therapy. But no, not just therapy. You have to go to therapy alone. He has to go or she has to go to therapy alone. And
Okay.
then and then you meet in the middle and go to couples therapy. I truly, truly
Um,
believe that. You have to do separate
mhm.
and then together.
What about Lori? Lori Fronty, hi, how you doing? Um, thank you for tuning in. Lori writes, opposites can attract, but opposite morals are difficult. I would agree. What about the marriages what about the polyamorous people? Polyamorous, that's three in a marriage, and they don't consider
Ooh.
that cheating. Have you heard of that, Lisa? Where,
Would they do the dishes for me? I mean, I don't know.
maybe.
Like, think about that for a second. I'm just going to go with this one. If you have a
Go
few
ahead.
people in the marriage, I mean, you got somebody that could do dishes, somebody like, everybody can have a task. Oh, that would be so much easier in life.
I got nothing. I'm not saying a word. Okay. I'm not saying a thing.
I'm
All right.
sorry. I'm
That's
sorry, but I'm
okay.
really not. I mean, I'm on to something and you know it.
I know you are, but considering, I'm on the dating apps going, no, no,
Are you
no,
swiping
no.
left? What is it, right? Left?
I don't know. Every once in a while I'll go on and I'll swipe the wrong way and it's the person I don't, and it's like, no.
You
And
should
that's the
just
person.
totally be different and swipe up.
There is no swiping up.
I
It's
have no
either left
idea.
or right. No, well, you're married. What do you know? You're married.
I don't
No,
know. That's why I'm saying swipe
no, no. You do left. Right is good. Left is bad. And I always, the ones that I'm not interested, every once in a while, I'm doing it so fast, like, no, 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 no. And then a good one will go by and I did a no. And it's like, oh, and then a bad one will
you
go by and
don't
I'll swipe. I'll
you're
do it the
going
wrong
so
way.
you're swiping so fast, you're not really giving it an opportunity or a chance.
Well,
Helen, we have to
yeah,
you give me your
you think,
swipes.
you
I'll
think,
swipe for you.
fine. Fine. We should do one on that. But like I said, you can just relax and I'll just bemoan the whole thing. Actually, I've met some very, very nice people through online
Ah,
dating. So, and a
beautiful.
lot of people have very strong opinions about online dating that they say it's a nightmare and it's a this and it's a that. It's
And
not
people
bad
get
at all. You have
married.
to go and yes, and you have to go in with a positive attitude. You have to go in
Yeah.
with a positive attitude. That's the important thing. But
You know,
I do have a question.
okay.
Soft cheating, respectful cheating. This is a thing. Have you heard of it?
No. Is
It's
it
just
like I'm gonna take a guess. Let me guess.
good.
Soft and that's what the term is? Soft cheating.
Soft cheating. Don't you cheat.
So
Don't you put that. Don't you cheat on the computer. Don't you look. Don't you
I'm
look.
not no,
All
I don't
right.
want to touch anything because I don't want to lose
All
our
right.
stream.
Oh well,
Um,
right.
so I'm gonna take a guess. Soft cheating is like you're not crossing the line, but you're close to crossing the line. Maybe it's like texting or sexting,
Yeah.
right? And then, maybe a quick phone call
Yeah.
or an
Exactly
inbox.
right. But that's not. But that's considered soft. And I swear to you, respectful cheating. Respectful cheating.
Well,
When I was looking at this, I almost fell down. I said, really?
so
Respectful
if
cheating. Yeah.
just as an example, if a gentleman or a female is
Yeah.
talking with somebody that's not their spouse
Right.
in the same way that they're talking to they talk the way they talk to their spouse or talk with their spouse, that to me would be considered this soft cheating.
Yeah. Exactly right.
You know,
But
that's not crossing, but if you're going to talk with somebody else the same way you would talk with your spouse, then that's not appropriate.
it's
Challenge
called
me.
respectful cheating. Respectful. I swear
Well,
to you, I was looking. I was doing some more. Like I said, since we have so much time, this week, I said, let me look this up. Let me look this up. I said
yeah.
respectful cheating. I almost fell off my chair. I thought you've got to be kidding, but that's just me. Let me see about my notes. About my notes. Where am I going? Okay.
Yeah, bring it.
Okay. Bring it. Ah,
Challenge me.
do affairs ever work out?
Ooh,
Ah, ee-ya, ooh-wah. Do they ever work
Donna.
out?
And Donna brings a good point. Emotional cheating. What you just said,
Don't,
respectful cheating.
yeah, don't, absolutely, absolutely. But there is a thing that I noticed that I looked it up, Donna, and said respectful cheating. It's like, get out of here, you moron. Anyway, I just went, really? But okay. Where was I? Well, oh, do affairs ever work out? They do sometimes, but the thing with me is if the affair works out and the spouse leaves his wife and goes with somebody else, do you really ever trust that new spouse 100%? Because there is that saying, what they do with you, they will do to you. Now, again, we just said we believe people can change, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I'd love to hear what everybody else says.
Tell
Donna's
me.
got a laughing face.
Yes, from
So
before.
somebody
That
give
was
me
before.
something. Yeah.
What do you think of what Helen just said? I want to hear opinions. Come on,
Yeah.
Lori. Come on, Anna. Come on, Leslie. Denise.
Yeah,
Thomas.
yeah, yeah.
Bring it.
Hi, TJ.
We
Yeah,
want questions.
can affairs ever work out? I think they can, but in the back of my mind, there'd always be that little niggling doubt that he's working late.
Yeah.
It'd be one of these things. It'd be like this, you know.
Yeah.
Linda says I'd have a hard time trusting one who cheated on someone else.
Yeah.
Linda, I think you have a very good point, and I agree
Mhm.
with you. But say you're in love with this person, you're seeing your future together, and okay, and he's left the first wife, I guess. Um, there would I would I automatically trust somebody, which is my problem actually. Yes, and no doubt, depending upon the reason they left.
Mm.
Denise, do you see what Denise wrote? Lisa, that's a good one. I like that. And no doubt, depending on the reason that they left. Yeah, absolutely. Well, if the person turned around and said, "Listen, I am in love with somebody else. This marriage is done. It's over." As much as
Mhm.
that'd be like, a
Yeah.
stab. Um, you know, I think that would be honest, but there would always just be that little bit of doubt that, uh,
And how
uh,
and think about that though, the little bit of doubt, and you're gonna live with that. Like,
yeah,
how do you live with that,
I wouldn't. Not
That's
me.
when
Yeah.
I think, well, therapy, I just, I believe in that wholeheartedly. I think everybody should be in therapy.
Well, what else it says about saving a marriage after cheating? It says, don't make any rash decisions. No revenge sex. No stabbing the cheating spouse. No stabbing. No stabbing. Okay.
That's that was in there?
No.
Oh, I'm like, "What Google are you reading?"
I've missed you, Lisa. I really have. Here we go.
Oh my god.
We're getting, you know what, folks? We're getting back in the
I didn't even get 3 sips in.
we're getting back in the groove again.
Oh
I
my
love you,
god.
Lisa. We're back in the
I
groove.
love you.
I love you
Um,
too. TJ
mhm,
says you trust at first, but as you get to know each other long term, your confidence tends to grow with them.
mm,
I can go with that. I'm open to that.
yeah.
Lisa isms. Well, Marie Gianna Stewart. Marie, are you
Oh,
Italian? Yeah.
Lisa-isms. Oh, you're funny, Marie. I love it.
Ah, cool.
Ah,
All right, next one. Take time apart. Well, okay, that would make sense. Take time apart, but like a
absolutely.
okay,
On a
go
side
ahead.
note, I believe,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I know the topic is cheating, but think
yeah.
about it. Like you you do you, he does he, or vice versa, or whatever. Like everybody takes some time off, a break.
Like a separation, but what
Like
if a kid? What if there are kids in the house? What do you do then?
you take turns. I forget who it was. It was somebody I knew through the years, in all my years,
Uh huh.
that their parents separated when they were young, and the father or the mother, whoever, got a house like a few houses away from where they were originally living, and they would just take turns. They would just take turns with the kids. They were still close. I think they got a house like next door. I forget who it was, when it was, but somewhere along the line, the parents couldn't work it out. There was children involved, and there
Mm-hmm.
was an opportunity to buy the house like next door. And they shared the children, and you know, they worked it out like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Lisa says my parents did that. Good.
Maybe
That's a
that's
good
where I
thing.
got that from. That might be Linda. I knew it was somebody. All right, so that might have been Linda.
Okay. Next thing is to be accountable and atone for your actions. No stabbing. Okay. Baseball bat, maybe, but we'll leave that there. Okay. Not next door though. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, I would
close.
think
It
so
was I was
too. Okay.
close. I knew it was something.
Talk about the affair. Provide transparency and verification. Verified that you messed around. I mean, I don't know
Like
about that.
pictures? Pictures,
Yeah,
text? No,
like
that's
yeah, what do
terrible.
you do? Yeah, I don't.
That's
I don't
uncomfortable.
think.
That's terrible.
But
No.
I think as women, like you said before, Lisa, when we find out about something like this, I mean, it's like where, who, what, when, where, why, and how, and
'Cause
we want
that's
to know
normal.
everything.
That's
Yeah,
nature, that's normal, and
yeah,
curiosity.
yeah,
Um, But I think also that might just be part of the healing process because you go through stages. So in the
Okay.
beginning, you're going to be hurt, you're going to be upset, you're going to be emotional.
Hmm.
Then over time, you're going to be like, what in the world? I'm a little angry
Hmm.
now,
Hmm.
you know? And
Yeah.
then you're going to go back to being emotional. I think it's a little bit of a roller coaster. You're going to go through all
Well,
of
yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it's 7:35.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
Yeah. What a great, great, great time. Does anybody have any questions before we leave?
Yes, anybody. And thank you for
Oh,
absolutely for supporting us. Yeah.
absolutely. So at the bottom of the screen, you can go to lisahelenpodcast@gmail.com. It's our email. You can email us if you have questions, if you want us to talk about specific topics. I know that we're scheduled to talk about tattoos next week.
Yeah.
And next week's show is going to be on a Tuesday, right, Helen? It's still
Yes.
Tuesday? We're going to do
Ye-
Tuesday next week, right?
Yes. Tuesday, August
Um,
1st
yeah,
is what we're going to do next week.
yeah,
And if you have any ideas of what you'd like to hear us talk about, because um, we've got hundreds, literally hundreds of
yeah,
ideas.
yeah.
Oh, look, Anna, yay, tattoos. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see. Okay. Nina says, great chat. Thank you, Nina. Denise says, thanks for the important discussion. Thank you, Dee. And Anna says, yay, tattoos. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the only
Absolutely.
chicken that goes, I think about it. I was thinking about that today, that I want to get 1111 on here. I want to get a
Yeah.
little phoenix down in my ankle. When I asked where it happened, hang on one second. I'm changing the subject a minute. When I asked where it happened, he told me in the back of the
Uh,
FedEx. Oh man,
I know, Donna. I'm
yuck.
sorry.
I'm sorry too.
I'm so
Mm.
sorry, Donna.
Can I say a bad word?
You could do whatever you want.
Dickhead. Anyway, I'm sorry, Donna. And Linda,
Yeah.
thank you. And Anna, thank you. And Donna. Mm.
So sorry,
I, the,
Donna.
re- the reason why I'm not typing is because I am a lousy typist and it'll come out and so I leave all that to Lisa. So thank you. Okay.
So next week is going to be tattoos. Reach out to
Uh,
us on our page if you have any questions or email. Live from
look
the
what Nina
tattoo.
wrote. You smarty pants.
You know,
No,
you should just go for it. I
it's
mean,
tough.
that I'll
Yeah.
tell you, I have a tattoo there in that spot. I'm not gonna lie to you, Helen. I'm gonna tell you right now. Well, it it will hurt a little bit, but it's a good hurt. It's a different hurt. It's not like, oh my God, that hurts so bad. It's that it hurts so good. Getting tattoos is a beautiful thing, and you should get one.
I agree. I've dated guys with tattoos. I have people that I love, my girlfriends with tattoos. I want to. Donnie, you have 14.
Yeah,
No
she
tattoos
does.
for Helen. Okay, Susan. Anna says yes, please. Nina, will Tuesday's chat be live from the tattoo parlor if Helen gets her first tattoo? Only if no, only if Lisa's with me because I cry. I want to get a little phoenix on my ankle, and somebody told me the ankle is the worst place to get this. Of course, we're going off book as
Stop listening
usual.
to everybody
I,
else. You listen to
right.
me. It will hurt, but it's a good hurt. It's a good hurt. Ask Donna. Donna has 14. She knows.
I've never been a fan of good hurt. I'm just saying, what's good hurt? You guys,
Well,
Donna, you have a phoenix.
yeah,
Oh, can you take?
that's a
Oh, I would
beautiful
love to
thing to
see
have a
it.
phoenix.
Well, yeah. Um, by the way, before we sign off, Lisa, what have you been doing the past 4 years?
Oh my
Because
gosh.
yeah, really, I mean, it's been 4 years since we did this, everybody. So that's one reason we're getting our
Oh,
groove back, or getting our groove back, and then we got
I
it back.
know. Same.
Yes, we
So
did,
we
Jessica.
just helping Danny build this business.
Mm-hmm.
Just build and build and build, and every single day it takes us, all of our energy, night and day, 7 days a week. The kids are
Wait,
older. All the kids are
Gabby,
older.
Gabby graduated.
Gabby
What about
graduated
JT?
college. I was up
Yes.
there in May.
Mm-hmm.
She
Mm-hmm.
graduated Farmingdale. JT is going to be entering his last year of Oswego College. So we got
Mhm.
one more college student to be done.
Mhm.
Little Danny just graduated high school. So that's
Mhm.
a great thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. Just doing our thing. I, I
And
feel
then you
like it's a
moved into a
blur.
beautiful. No, you moved into a beautiful house. You were in Florida. Then you
Oh,
moved into a beautiful
we
house.
are we are in Blackshear,
Does it
Georgia,
hurt?
which is beautiful. We have farmlands. It's a close-knit community, very quiet, very the views every night. We have the sunrise this way, we have the sunset that way. I love our neighbors. We're in a circle, so it's maybe like 12, 13 houses maybe on the whole circle, and everything else is farmlands. There's cotton fields down the road. There's crops. We're so, like we have no
Oh,
idea what
pretty soon
crops
you.
are what. There's
God, you're
crops
going to be
over there.
growing
I don't know if it's
corn.
corn. I don't know if it's corn. I don't think it's corn season yet. I don't know what it is. Um, so we're loving the house, but we moved to here from
Hmm.
Florida because we don't have little kids running around,
Yeah.
where we were, it's hustle and bustle.
Hmm.
So that's a good thing. What about you? What have you been doing the last 4 years?
Um, Not dating and going online and going. Damn it.
I'm
Doing
telling
that.
you, swipe up. Just try
There
it.
is no swing. They're not listening. There's no
You don't
swipe up.
know.
Swipe up.
You
No,
don't
there's no
know.
swipe up. No, it's either left or right. We've gone through this. It's left or right. Now, okay. Over the past few years, I've done some podcasts on my own about beating breast cancer. Through the pandemic, I had breast cancer,
God
surgery,
bless you.
chemo, radiation, all good. My hair is finally growing back. I was bald as a billiard ball for about a year, and people I love were in the chat. They were there for me, thank goodness. And
God
I
bless.
have to, I have to say something. This is the really coolest thing. When I first met Lisa, we were doing the morning show on WLLYNY. And this girl, I didn't know her. And she walked through the door and I said, hey. And she said, hey. And we just clicked. It was just
Yeah.
instantaneous. Okay. Now, Lisa, obviously, she lives in Georgia. We don't talk for months on end, and then we pick up the phone and we do the hey, and then we're on the phone for an hour, hour and a half.
Yep.
And I love that about her. We just click.
Special people do that. Special
Well,
friends.
special
Yeah.
people do. And then
Yeah.
we did several podcasts. We did one that was based in Arizona, one in New York, one based in Arizona, a second
Yeah.
one, another one based in Lake Grove, and I've been nudging her for 2 years. So this
Yeah.
makes my heart very happy that we have finally gotten back together.
Yeah.
And we got our
Oh,
groove back, Lisa. We got our groove back, baby.
absolutely.
We did.
Absolutely. And
So
we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We hope that we entertained you a little, um, shared with you, and we appreciate you sharing with us. We want to hear from you. You go to our page, the Lisa and Helen Talk Relationships page. You can comment. You can let us know what you
Nina,
want.
hmm
Oh, what'd she say?
just read it.
I'm gonna read it out loud. I have
Go
an
ahead.
I now have a new fantasy that Helen will not only get a tattoo, but have a whirlwind romance with her tattoo artist.
Okay, universe. Okay, why not?
You won't have to swipe anymore.
That's true.
Some of those tattoo artists, they're pretty cute. Just saying.
Eileen, tattoo on Helen? Nah, I don't think so. You never know why, but you
Get your
never know.
Phoenix. So if you go get one, you're gonna get it
1111.
right. 1111.
Right here, and a
Okay.
little phoenix down near my ankle. Eileen Gill, who wants to get a little shamrock on the back of her shoulder, who chickens out with me every time we talk about it. I'm just saying. We both talk about it. We talk about it. We talk about it.
Do you
Eileen,
live near each other?
you and literally 2 minutes away
So won't you
because we chicken out.
go?
Chicken out.
No. Well, no, you gotta do it. If it's on your mind and you're thinking about it,
I've thought
start
about it
with
for a long time.
start with that one first. Our show, just so you know, last month was maybe it was this month. It was this month, tattoo month. There was a National Tattoo Day. It was just recently,
Oh,
just so you know. So I
okay.
think maybe since it's the 24th of July, if it was this month, you should just go ahead and go for it.
11/11. Jennifer Aniston has 11/11. Not that I'm obsessed with Jennifer Aniston, but she has 11/11 here. So I want my 11/11. Actually, I think that would be very cool for me,
And it's something
considering.
like that's going to take 2 minutes for them to do. You won't even know. The prepping is going to take longer for them to do, not the tattoo itself. Just
You should
I'm
see.
just
I
putting it out
mean,
there.
not. I have so many pictures of phoenixes
Yeah.
on my phone, and 11/11s on my phone. Who is going to look with creepy skin? Thank you, Dee. Thank you for your support. Sheeps,
I just so
sheeps.
you know, I went with my daughter Gabby for her
Hmm.
18th birthday. She's 22 now. And
Hmm.
actually, Donna, if you're still on, you were there with me, and so was Leslie. We took her to get her first tattoo for her 18th birthday. And what she got, her middle name's Rose. And she got her first tattoo on her wrist, her arm rather. And she got the rose closed up, the rose blooming, and then the rose bloomed. That was her first tattoo.
That's beautiful.
And then she got the second one that she got was she called Danny and she said, "Have my mom write the words 'I love you.'" So we're in the car traveling. I think we were going to a life insurance conference at the time. And he says, "Do me a
Where'd you go?
favor." What she ended up doing was she had her dad write "I love you," and I wrote "I love you," and then she had that tattooed on her. His handwriting, "I love you," and my handwriting, "I love you,"
Oh,
which I
that's
thought was
beautiful.
sweet. And then
Yes.
her last tattoo, her dad just found out about when we were up in New York was, I think, on her thigh. It is what it is. So if my 22-year-old daughter can get a tattoo and take the pain, I know Helen can. You've been through so much. Come on now. This is nothing.
You never know. You seriously never know. I mean, I'll have to send you. I'll have to show you pictures that I have of the Phoenix and the 11/11. I really do. I really do
Absolutely.
have that.
Send it to me.
Oh, I will. I will.
Same
I'll
same town as
well.
before. Eileen, I'm good living in
Oh, they're
there's
connecting. Denise, Eileen, and Susan, these girls that were on the chat,
okay.
um, they're very close friends of mine,
Mm.
and they were also in my wedding party. Why weren't you at my divorce
Ah.
party? But okay. But anyway,
Oh my
okay.
God. All right,
Um,
everybody. I think we're,
thank you so much.
yeah.
Thank you. We'll see you next Tuesday. We'll be talking
Mhm.
about tattoos. Okay. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Mwah.
Good night,
See you
everybody.
soon. Bye.